here.
And hope that it
I'm gonna
works.
show you to my mom. Смотрите, какой у меня котяра.
Very shy.
Who's shy?
Me.
You?
Yeah.
Since when?
Yeah, I'll bring you the.
It's okay, I set it here. It's okay, I set it here.
Oh,
It works.
okay. That seems a little unsafe, but okay.
Right.
Very cool. Let's go, baby love.
Pen. I love this pen. I just love it.
Come on, you can admire his pen later. Let's get
I
busy.
know, I'm getting
Right?
it. This is how loud my shoes.
I don't want to hear about the shoes.
I don't.
Just get busy.
Поговорить, но не перебивать.
Ding,
Okay, котяра. Such a beautiful attire.
I don't know why. Just girls sometimes. That age. And after 13, you can't get them to dress nice anymore.
That's not true. This one will always be dressed nice.
Right. Actually, that's not true.
Wow, look at this. This is not even here. How cool. Wow. This one will always be elegant.
Probably.
Let's go, child. So, what do you have for me?
A scale.
Scale, let's go. Scale is good.
Yeah. With the metronome.
With the metronome is very good. At 60, right?
Yes.
Do it. Don't raise that shoulder. Thank you. Keep going, keep going. To the frog. a frog in business and bring that bow to the frog all the time with a low shoulder. Спасибо. Stupid cat. The frog and hold it down. Don't be worried about it. Just try not to do it. Get to the frog. All done. Too uneven. You play ta ra ra da 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 dee da 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 da. No, it's Do you understand? Try 5 one more time. Now don't sit on the third note so long. Ta ra 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 ra.
I hear like I don't know.
Kind of a buzz.
Yeah.
Let me see. No gold chains there. There is a buzz. Hang on. Could be.
Maybe screw the tuner down and then change the peg.
It is kind of down.
Oh, then maybe, something.
Oh, that's what it is.
What?
No worry, I'll fix it.
Ah.
You kept tuning it too much. Didn't he tell you not to tune the violin? I said she tuned it too much. Maybe she should never tune her violin anymore.
Oh, mother! Hold this. Let me get my
That moves around.
tool out.
Moves around.
What?
I didn't know this moved around.
Yeah, it's not needed because you have
Wow.
you have a cover here. This is my pencil sharpener.
Yeah, you think that knife is for the violin, Ella. Come on. It's a fishing knife.
No, it's a pencil sharpener. I sharpen my pencils with it.
Right.
And I throw it.
I know how to sharpen pencils with a knife. Or with a blade.
What happened?
That thing is designed to protect the bridge from the ear string, but she
Oh.
already has a drum skin there.
Oh.
This, by the way, is official Mossad knife.
Okay.
No, it's a good pencil sharpening tool. And you moved your bridge again, child.
Yeah.
Yeah, look. See, everybody looks like this. You gotta be careful.
Hey.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't even notice, but you just walk by the table and all it takes is one nice, precise hit right here. You may not even notice. Be careful. Maybe too.
Yeah.
Nice. Shoulder rest.
Yeah.
And let's move on.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully that will take care of that little problem.
Okay.
All right. There you go. Go. 5. Yeah, not bad. Go. Yes. Nikki Fukada. Nikki. I'll play with you. You did pretty good, but you were sitting on the third note too. I'm ready. And come on, survive with me. Don't raise the shoulder, don't put the violin on your chest. Keep it on the shoulder. And good connection. Good. Six. Okay, that's fine. Keep on practicing it. It doesn't have to be done instantly. But I need you to do it every day, trying to do the best you can with your mother's approval. Do you understand? She knows. Maybe she can't play it herself, but she knows what it is. So listen to her. Okay?
Okay.
You are how old now?
9.
9.
In less than a month, I'm turning 10.
When?
December 9th.
Okay, December, baby. Cool. You know that until you are 13, you're supposed to be nice to your mother. Then it's your holy right to fight her. All right. Trust me, those who don't fight you when they are 18, and it's worse because they go to college. Nightmare. Let them fight when they're 13. All right. Etudes. Ba-dum. Is that what you were singing?
I don't know.
Does she listen to classical music?
Some.
Yeah. I'm sure I don't need to give you a list, but include the Zarathustra to that. She seems to be singing it. She probably heard it somewhere.
I'm singing this like the da, 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 or something.
Exactly. I don't think that's the key, but something like that. It's hard to.
I don't know.
There is a great recording on Spotify, I think. Okay, anyway, let's hear it. Good job. Yeah, but now a little too far. You started a little bit too close to the frog, and then you went a little bit too far away. That's right. That's fantastic. Good. Now look, as you go faster, you need to hold less and less and less and less until you pretty much don't hold the bow at all. Just bounce it. You have to lift it. You have to jerk it so it flies off the string, but then stop holding it and just touch it so it doesn't fall on the ground. Understood? But it is much better stroke, especially the first one. I actually liked it. It was a little too close to the frog, but it was actually right. Okay. to drive me. Phew. Go. No, not this one. Next one. Maybe I'll give you another one today. Go. Okay, you're too much bouncy in the air. See, you have to go really crisp. Nothing, no extra noise. You actually have to hold the bow here. Go. Really focused. Good, go. But then go back down to the string right away. See? Ta ta pum pum pa pa pum 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 pa pa pum. You have to land right away. Lift, land, lift, land. Go. Now, don't need to play faster. Lift, land, lift, land, lift, land, lift, land, ta ta, lift, land, go. Exactly, that's the girl. Yes, ta ta, chick, chick, ta ta, ta ta. That's the girl. Chick, yeah, that's what I learned from Millie. Chick was the most pronounced word in her studio, I think. Next. Drop that shoulder. Good girl. Bravo.
This is my favorite one.
Mine too. I like it.
It's fun.
You should practice them all, but I will definitely give you more today.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh no!
All right. No. What do you mean no?
Oh no!
Oh. Okay. Now let's look at this one. What does G mean?
G. I don't know.
It means grand bow, means the whole thing, right? So means you start this at the tip,
Okay.
and this is frog,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
You know what forte means,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
Right. Now, where do you think that lifts? See, that comma means lift.
Yeah.
So where do you lift?
In the middle of the bed.
Correct. So you need to do this. You start here, and you're gonna. So you started there, you go all the way, you pull to the middle, you lift with, watch my fingers carefully. Start with energy in. See? This is not very difficult, but it's very complex. I will help you. Drop that shoulder, engage the weight in your place where the tip is. You don't have to be really at the tip. So we go, no. We engage the weight, we attack sideways, not in there, that way. So we go, lift, and as you lift, you know, there is a lot of nutritional value in your lip, but leave it. So you go slowly, lift, around the clock, long, lift, to be this. Only on the move you go. And again. Attack, lift, place, block. No, rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, lift, rest, block, 3 and 4 and 1, lift, place, and go. No, yeah, on the move. Yes. That's the girl. You got it. Okay? Now this one you have to. Traitor? That's so true. Was that Sean who called it a traitor? I miss this crazy kid. That is so brilliant.
This is
Yes.
all his. This is like all his copies. Well, not his copy, but like he was.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
played
they're all
this?
his. He Xeroxed it all for her, like a few months ago.
Yeah. You know that he knows everything that I know about every one of them. It's so sad.
But now he's in Hosmoreland.
Anyway, right. Let's go.
All of them are.
All of them?
The whole
Sam
family.
there too?
The family, yeah, all of them in that little house with the radio on.
Sam in a horse ranch? Oh my god. I'd like to see. Anyway, do you know why this note is a traitor? See, he points at this note as a traitor. I don't know if I could do it with your violin. I might probably need mine, but I will show you. See, these are forte and they're dashed, so they basically get a share. And this is spiccata, right?
Yeah.
So this is like. Any ideas?
This is with the other.
Right. Here's the idea. Look, if you simply go, it disconnects. If you want to connect and play quiet spiccata, you go. Then you kill the rest of this. You have to pretend that you're going. And the first note of this, guys, you play like that one. On you flick it off the bow and then you bounce the rest of them. That's why he called it traitor. What a brilliant thing. That first note is not a quiet spiccata. It's one of those guys hiding as one of these guys. Now look carefully.
Now it's.
I do it exactly that way, only I engage my fingers and then boom, I lift it immediately as soon as I go. Now in a slow motion. Got it? See? I don't lift the bow, I don't stop the motion, I go. Understand? Okay, cool. I like that one very much. I think you will like that one too. Look, it's this one. Oh god, it's so small! That's not very hard, right? And it's very much related to this one. The hard part is right here. Look at this. so awfully hard.
Can I play these and this and all the start position start from first position when I first play it?
What?
Can I play
No, you have to play the right fingers right away. And the fingering is not that hard. So to review, this one, you go simple. Most of that stuff is exactly the same. This one, you just scrub only that last note supposed to be lifted with fingers. Just like you will same motion. Right? So alright? And this one in variation 7 you play very, very fancy. You start strong, you go and at the frog and then it goes UH means upper half and it's quiet and it's awful hard. So you go the hardest thing is not to do that. You have to got it? Kiss every note. And then you go and then same as the beginning, only instead of drowned bow, you just do in the half of it. Understood? Okay. I wonder if you have that print out because I wanted you to do one more that is from the future.
What?
That is very similar. There's one that I wanted to start learning. It's really, oh, this one is so cool. I'm sorry. You don't need to do this now. You will do it soon, you know. You'll enjoy that one. Hopefully by this time. No, I don't think so. We're still doing it on this. I think it's number 27. You're such a singer, my goodness.
It's from the
Ah, 27.
27.
Every group you need to repeat 4 times. So you will not play. No, but you will go. Start practicing. See this? See the part of the bow right above the balance. Slowly. See? Circle, 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 and then faster and faster. It's really
So
fun.
once you get fast, you kind of use your arm more.
Everything works. But I'm saying that there is an attack here. And yes, it is possible to do with you. I'll tell you this. If you will learn it beautifully before January, I will put you up on that recital to play before your piece. That would be so cool because not every one of my students can actually play that perfectly. But everyone really needs that. This creates that momentum of an attack in a circular action and a perfect coordination between the hands. Okay? Understood? let's go. You're doing the Shradik for me, right?
We just. Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I have not heard Shradik in a while.
I have a question about Appalachia.
And yes, and you're also supposed to beat Greta or lose to Greta in Kreutzer. She's been practicing.
I have been too.
Okay, we'll see. The Clash of the Titans. And metronome or not?
What?
Do you want the metronome?
I didn't really practice it with the metronome.
Okay. Then squish the fingers together. Keep going. Literally, stick your finger in here.
Okay.
I see some of the kids rubbing their knuckles right there, and I think that somebody needs to spank their teachers. Because this is death warrant right here. Do you understand? Don't push. That's a great position. Come closer. Do you see what she's doing now? It's all spread, all independently moving. And she's almost breaking my finger, but sometimes she remembers and she's relaxed.
I don't know.
When the fingers collapse right here, the reason for that is very simple. Can I have that, Valen?
Yeah.
See? This line right here should never be below the strings. According to Eleanor, this was a magic cross where the E string would come, right? The idea of that is that if you are touching the neck of the violin, it's supposed to be with this and never with this. What happens that even the best of us still push a little, and when your hold is low, especially for those skinny ones with long fingers, it's a disaster because they go a little low because they don't know what to do with those long fingers. Push a little with the thumb, and they collapse their finger into another, and everything comes like this.
Right.
And that friction means she or he will never play fast or in tune. Understand?
But the B flats will be good.
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
That's a dark humor. I like that. Anyway, not bad, but you can survive through 25, right? I need you to survive through 25 soon, because I want to move on. At least 72 per quarter or faster, and without dying, 25 of them. Put something in between so she's actually not very aggressive. She lets that separate. But this opening of the fan, when the flat, as you said, it's obvious. When it's not, they squish. And what happened as soon as I put this thing here, she stopped pressing with the thumb. It's like magic. So separating this will also relax the grip right here.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, Ella. I will
Kreutzer.
get you on the operating table.
I don't know.
You want one? Do you want to be a surgeon?
What?
A surgeon, a doctor.
I don't know.
Oh, please be a doctor.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Both of my kids, especially Anthony, could be such a great doctor, but he doesn't want to.
What are you playing now?
Kreutzer.
Oh, okay. Don't go too fast. Sorry.
Keep going. Okay, this is very, very good. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. There was this brilliant teacher in Moscow Conservatory named Maya Glizarova. She was super famous, world-class teacher, and I had a girlfriend, don't do this, you're gonna hurt your kid, who was incredibly talented. She studied with Glizarova, incredibly beautiful and incredibly lazy, and kind of disorganized kid, right? So Glizarova and I were kind of friends because I spent a lot of time in her class just listening to her teach, and somehow we started to talk, and even though she was scariest person in the world, we started to talk, and sometimes she would even call me, and I remember she calls me once and she says, "Could you find that kid?" I said, "What's going on? Is she in trouble again?" She said, "No. I needed to find her and lock her in the practice room so she practices. Tomorrow she has to play audition for Vinyavsky competition." So I go find the girl, and she was a good kid, just space cadet. So I bring her in at about 10 p.m. into the practice room. Give her violin, give her some food and water, and say, "Practice, Maya. I promise to Maya that I'll supervise." She said, "Fine." She pulls the violin and she plays this etude slowly. Like perfect sound, perfect perfect everything, smooth and everything. So I watched it for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. I said, "Are you going to practice Brahms? You have to play Brahms concerto tomorrow on the audition for the competition." She says, "Yeah, I'm tuning up." I came back to check on her in an hour. She was still playing that etude an hour later. And I came back 2 hours later. She was practicing slowly the opening of the Brahms concerto. At 3 in the morning, she was playing the end of the Brahms concerto when I finally grabbed her butt and put her to sleep. And in the morning I took her to Maya, and then she went to the audition, and then later, a few months later, she won that competition. But I never forgot that this kid, instead of hysterically jumping on the Brahms concerto, she played for 2 hours that Kreutzer etude, tuning herself up. Do you understand? This is a very important study that you're learning, and you will play it again. And yes, you were a little bit too fast. Still, you were not bad at all. But it's best to slow down and play perfect than to play a little bit faster and crash. Okay? You said you had some questions about Acolyte. Go for it.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe we should make it a little narrower. Yeah.
That's right. On this, now, is it a 3 or a 4?
It's 4.
Okay.
Who wrote 3 there?
We don't know, but I think once you said sometimes your advanced students play this, and said usually they play that. We couldn't remember what you said.
I think
For
I
her to
said that
do-
for the violists, they do play 3. They have to shift because they are gonna get hurt.
Oh, okay.
Because now
And
violists-
because of both numbers were there, we didn't know what.
Right.
Yeah.
And
And
I suspect what happened, Samuel is a very sweet kid, but not very bright. He probably wrote that 3 when he was learning it.
And then I have 2 questions. One is, we were talking in one of the practices, and we couldn't remember how to fix the potato peel sound.
Oh, the potato peel is when the bow goes
Right.
crooked,
How do you
right?
fix that?
You make sure that you don't start from behind your ear.
Right.
It has to be a wrist to the kiss.
Mm-hmm.
And as you go, you bring to the standard square position, which she knows.
Right.
From that, you have to drop the wrist. If the wrist is straight, you have no option but go this way because you're gonna get hurt. And from there, if you drop the wrist, you have an option to extend and then keep going down. Square position, Elbow always goes forward from the square position. It never goes backward. See? If this, well, this is my square position, right? Down bow, elbow goes forward. Up bow, elbow goes forward. It's like the elbow valve in the car, right? They, for whatever reason, think that it has to go down. That's where the knife comes in. So, there, the wrist to the nose. Especially on the E string, this is critical because she needs to clear that corner. Once kids play with the lower wrist and hit that corner, they get hurt, they never go to the front.
And why is it when people circle around and put their bow down, some people put it very close to the fingerboard? No, I'm serious, just why?
No, I will explain that too. Most of the time, it's because those people need a bigger violin. Because everybody's playing placement is here.
Right.
See? See where my bow would go unless I actually think. And if I try to play this violin for living, my shoulders go up, my elbows go down. Playing an instrument that is too big is not good, but playing an instrument that is too small is deadly. Because everything goes crooked and squished then. Or fingerboard, as you said.
So
Because
she's
this-
growing?
Well, I don't think that she did grow. I don't think that she needs bigger violin than this. Will definitely survive through the New Year's and then see. But sometimes it's because of the not dropping the wrist. She gets the feel that somewhere here is okay, and then she finds compensation
yeah,
here.
okay,
See?
yeah,
It's like a
yeah.
caterpillar effect.
Yes, I think that's more what it is.
Come on, child. You look so elegant in this dress, but let's hear your concerto before Greta gets here with score A2. Go.
I didn't.
Music.
I know.
It is okay to play by memory, but music has to be in front of you.
I'm doing 3 pages because that only fits on the piece of stuff.
Keep going. Yeah, go, 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 don't. Let's go from here. Let's go from here together and one. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. No, C natural. But G sharp. C natural, but G sharp. So it's really crazy hard. You play G sharp, low, and back high to the triton. This bar is really nasty. Let's go from here, down low. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Grow. And now bigger and slower. Move the bow. Oh, come on. How can you possibly... Yeah. How can you miss that a perfect opportunity for schmaltz? Come on, right here. And see, those dashes are... Take them, massage them with that first finger, make them thick and important. Go, 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 girl. Not
I didn't
bad.
memorize
You're doing well. Go. Where's the rest of the piece?
I
Here in
hit it. I
hiding.
hit it.
You hit it, you brat. Let's go. Stop, 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 stop. That should never happen. You play for them. No body. Just the finger. Do you understand? Go. Good. And you can play fourth and